My dream has always been to make a movie that was like a dolphin, and I hope we finally realise that. The underwater world is difficult because we're limited in terms of how much time we can spend, and also an animal like a dolphin, if it wants to be with you, it can, but as soon as it doesn't, it just flicks its tail and is gone. So what we had to do is spend many, many, many days of diving with different animals to try and build the whole story together. Just take a look at this. This is one of the greatest battles of nature. We've got nearly a dozen male humpbacks battling for supremacy. To be honest, it's never been done properly. And why? Because you can see what's going on at the surface, you can film on the surface, but most of the battle is happening under the water. So this is our secret camera for filming the humpbacks battling underwater. You spend a lot of days when it doesn't work out, but to get those 3 or 4 great days, you have to spend about 4 weeks. The real thing I wanted the audience to understand when they finished watching the film is that underwater places like coral reefs only work as a community. If you want to have dolphins in the future, you have to have coral reefs. If you want coral reefs, you have to have all the different fish and so on and so forth, because these places work like a city. You can't have a city when you haven't got any firemen, you haven't got any police, you haven't got any lawyers. You know, you need all these different people, and coral reefs and most marine systems work in that way. And why it's important to understand that is that what's happening right now, there's a lot of times through overfishing and different reasons, you know, certain citizens of these underwater worlds are being removed. I mean, sharks have had an absolute terrible time, with tens of millions of them being taken from the ocean. And sharks play an incredibly important part in the overall community. So you can't sort of sustain a world where the communities of these underwater places are broken up. So we hope the film will actually tell that story, and that this will lead to action to protect these places properly.